This is money that we are donating, and it is no doubt that the charities do amazing work.
They do.
But should the bosses be getting those kind of salaries when the money is coming from people? No.
Now the audience say no.
Big no from our audience here straight away.
This is a very interesting point, because if you're going to raise, you know, £1,700 through bringing by or making cakes and things like that, we all like to think that the money we've worked hard for, if you run for, done your bicycle ride, whatever, actually goes towards the people who really need it. Now, of course, you have to have, if it's a big charity, I mean, I run a very small charity, and it's all, there is no expense because I do it willingly, and that's part of my healing for my daughter Karen. But I know that people say the reason that we give you the money is that we know where the money goes. Yeah. But my beef really is, because the big boss needs to run a big business, I understand that. My beef is, I have been to some establishments of big organisations. They are in the plushest office, they're glitzy, they're glamorous, and in the most expensive part of town. Now, I don't get that. For me, that's a waste of money.
But what about, they would say that the bigger the charities get, that it is a big organisation running. Therefore, you have to attract high flyers. These people would otherwise be working in other organisations.
But people don't go to the offices, Ruth.
Yeah, but they would if you put them in a shack somewhere where they have to travel out of London or wherever in a not very nice environment. They're not going to come and work for your charity. And you need those people.
That's not the point. Companies, a lot of the big companies are out in the cheaper sites because, of course, they are businesses, and that is financially viable to do that. And I do think there is an element of other people's money here, which of course also government departments suffer from. And it's kind of like, if it was your money that you were spending, you'd look at things in a much different way. Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you. I tend to get involved in smaller charities because then a small amount of money makes such a difference to them. And I get kind of confused because there are so many cancer charities, and you just think, why don't they pool their resources and all work together? Because what you end up with is like sort of 6 or 7 different lots of administration dealing with the same issue.
But what would you say then if those people are actually making money for the charity? So by running it, so yes, we all work hard and you do your bring and buy sale or your bike ride and you earn a few £100. They're making that few £100 into something much more by running a very successful
But I would hate to think that's going into a bottomless pit. You know, that's going into electric light and very plush offices and a mountain of stuff.
Well, it's so true. I mean, I think, you know, whenever I donate to charity, or I'm sure any person, if you're doing a thing, you're not expecting that that money is first going to pay for these big bosses. You're expecting that it's going to be, I don't know, buying equipment, helping with counselling, and I'm sure at some stage it does, but for them to have these extortionate wages, to me, it sits very uncomfortably.
Well, Cancer Research UK said for every £1 donated, 80p of that is available to be used to beat cancer, and the rest is raised to raise future funds. They're saying you've got to invest. I mean, when you think all these I mean, I'm an ambassador for Alzheimer's, as you know, and you know, I think Alzheimer's is growing now. You know, it's getting a lot more awareness. And then originally the NSPCC, Cancer Research, they were all small charities where, you know, they didn't have a great big staff because they didn't need it.
Do you know how many charities?
But as they've grown, you know, they need people to run them.
Well,
so
it's an industry in itself. You know, there's 181,000 charities now in England and Wales, and they employ nearly 1 million people. So,
and as James says, a big business can operate more on the outskirts of the city. Why do charities have to be smack in the middle?
Yeah, take your point on that one.
And so many, and so many people volunteer for these charities. I think I would be very disheartened if I was one of them working in their offices for free. And the
would you want a volunteer that's at the top of the tree running the whole?
Yeah, because it would mean maybe not running it, but surely it would mean that it was somebody who was genuinely passionate about the cause that they're working for. Yes.
Yes, but I suppose that person, if they could earn that money in industry elsewhere, they probably wouldn't come and run your charity. So, you know, you'd like to think that somebody philanthropic would maybe retire from big business and come and run your charity.
But, you know, bottom line, all charities do good work. I mean, the thing is...
Oh, absolutely.
And we must address the balance, and it does need, as you rightly said at the beginning, a sharp operator to actually make the most of whatever money they